Hey everyone, I am sitting here in a parking lot waiting for my 2017 Ford Focus to be towed back to the shop because it won't start. I think this will be the 6th time that it's in for repair. There were multiple issues with the air conditioner when I first bought it, and then the transmission started to slip, and I took it in after having it for 1 year and was told that their clutches and different things on this vehicle go bad every year. In fact, when I was leaving that time, there was a sales guy I was talking to when I picked up the car. He said, "I'll see you in a year." About 1 year later, started happening again. So I just got it out last week for the second clutch that was put into it, and it has 35,000 miles and it's 2 years old. I did a little bit of research over the last year, and I not only find out that this car has an issue that's known, that the issue has been happening since 2013 or sooner with the Fiestas and Focuses, and Ford continues to sell these cars. I've had salespeople tell me that they will stay away from them and won't sell them. So I don't blame the salesperson that sold me this car, because I walked in, I was psyched that I was even approved, and I had a very rigid budget. I said $300 a month, that's all I could spend, and he was able to make it work. I mean, if he would have told me that I would be having these issues or that there was a known issue, I might have sprung for the extra $60 and gotten the whatever the next level is, a Fusion or something. I don't know. I have no idea of knowing, because I told him what I wanted. He said, "Here you go." I assumed it was a new car by a trusted company, and I took it off the lot. What's really frustrating is, if you think about it, who's buying a Focus? Who's buying a Focus? I'll tell you who's buying a Focus. The low, middle income range people. The people that need a vehicle that's reliable, that gets them back to work every day. They have a few kids. They can't afford something that's going to cost them $400 or $500 a month. In my situation, it's me, my wife, and 5 kids. At the time we bought this car, we had just paid off a loan to JD Byrider, which was a very expensive place to buy a car. But luckily, they helped, and they did their thing, and I still have this vehicle, and it runs great. It's actually been in the shop less times than my brand new Ford Focus. I feel like Ford is just like really ripping these type of people off, and it's just another way for the rich to keep getting richer and to keep holding people that are in my class down. Thank God I didn't buy this vehicle for, let's say my college student that was going away, because they'd have no idea how to handle this stuff. And if they didn't, they'd be a pro by the end of it, that's for sure. So listen, today I called because the car won't start. And when I called, I said, I'd like to have a loaner, because I'm sure you guys aren't going to be able to look at it. It's the holiday season. And she was very rude with me and said, "Well, we definitely aren't going to look at it today, and you can't get a loaner until we know it's something covered underneath the warranty." And I said, "Ma'am, it's 2 years old. It's 35,000 miles on it, and I've done nothing with it. Why wouldn't it be covered under the warranty?" And she said she didn't know, but she couldn't give me a loaner until they quote unquote looked at it, and they can't quote unquote look at it until after the holidays. And I said, "So when you do look at it, chances are you'll see that it's the starter, and then you'll fix it within that day and call me back and let me know, hey, it's done, but in the meantime, I'm left without a vehicle." It just all doesn't make sense. I feel like Ford really needs to step up. They need to either fix this problem for good or stop selling this car. I mean, the online groups that I've seen and people that I've asked about with this car, they all say the same thing. The clutch goes out every single year. Or The car's just the biggest mess they've ever had to deal with. And that's certainly what I've been having to deal with over the last 2 years. So I just wanted to air my frustrations out because I'm frustrated. This is a multi-billion-dollar company and they're screwing over the little guy. They are. I mean, if I was to buy one of their $80,000 Mustangs, do you think that I would have to deal with this problem every single year? No. Because the people that can buy those Mustangs probably have the power to get their complaints through to the top level guys and get problems fixed. I've seen it. I'm in a huge company myself. I've seen people that are quote unquote big time get through all the muss and fuss of all the things that other people have to deal with and get things resolved quickly. And I really feel like that's what's happening here. I feel like the only reason this hasn't been solved permanently is because the people that are buying these cars are poor. That's it. I mean, I'm not poor, but I'm not rich. I'm not, I'm just not in the position to buy something that makes a difference. And I think that's where everybody else is that have these type of cars. Sorry, didn't mean to vent. Bye.